Hello everyone, Sam is from my forestmagicweb.com. Making this a small video about EUR-AUD and especially for Joey. Joey, if you're listening to this, remember in the webinar I told you that don't think of EUR-AUD long because everything is pointing towards short, right? And it may drop, and it did. And how it did and where the heck it's going. So let's go over with that, and it will be a little bit of learning thing as well. And you can find these things which I'm going to show here almost everywhere. It's just a matter of you digging into and start doing some calculation. Then you will see it. Otherwise, the thing's gonna be there, but you're not gonna see it. Okay, because your mind doesn't have the knowledge and that your eyes are not going to catch those things. So let's go over what I'm going to show you. You will be amazed. All right. So, and trust me, if you start measuring, you will find 90% of the pairs doing the same thing. Basically, you conquer the whole market by learning this. Okay. Now, this is we have two studies, harmonic patterns and Elliott wave. So I'm going to go with that. Elliott wave is not uh, relevant here. So a harmonic pattern is this is a bullish butterfly pattern, right? Of course, conventional way is that once the pattern is finished, you go long. But my style of trading is completely different. I start trading from usually this because look at this distance here. If you can pinpoint the point C, why waste all this time and money just watching this pair going from this point to this point, right? Doesn't make any sense. Why not cash it out if you know what the heck is happening, right? So from point C, which is usually either 23% or 38%, and makes the turn from there. And if the turn starts, you get in. And then you have all long way to go, all the way down to either it's going to end at 127, or if it has a reason to bypass that and go to 161% of this XA. So I call this one 127% is a short, small butterfly, and then 161 is a bigger butterfly. If there are other calculation pointing towards this 1.618, 161%, then so let's go take a look at the EUR-AUD 20-minute chart, what's happening there, so you can understand um, different things. This is the chart I made. Here we go. All right. So this is the chart that I made just to show you that, to make you understand what is happening here. So, right. So the same thing, I'm not going to draw more lines here because it's going to make, a mess out of it. Right. So what I will do is that, you can see here, I just marked these, the yellow count and the white count, right? So yellow count, I pulled the fib from X to A, and then you see this pair, it dropped all the way down to the yellow count fib is here, right? So it came down to 78%, which is the first mandatory condition for butterfly pattern. Then it went up to here. See, 38%. Basically, it went up to very close to 23% line, but I'll say, okay, 38% was touched, right? So now it's supposed to go down what? Either 127 or 1.618. So we're gonna take the 127 of this yellow count, okay, which is coming to 6007. Makes sense? All right. Now, if you notice that there's another pattern cooking within this pattern, same kind of pattern, smaller version. The white count, XA, you pull the fib, then you see the price came down and touches the 78%, gone back up to touch the 38%, right? And then it is it is also like almost 23%, but not quite. So 38% we're gonna count. And now it's dropping. So when it start dropping, like I told you yesterday on the webinar, yesterday or today, right? I mean that yes, it's yesterday, right? Right now, 3 a.m. in the morning on Thursday morning, right? So, so that was yesterday. So we did the webinar, and I said, okay, this pair is all down, yeah, right? So showing the downside, and if you find a short setup to the downside, jump on it. I did. I don't know about you. Maybe you're jumping on your bed right now, but I jump on this pair and it's dropping, right? So now, if you look at this, the calculation, just like this one, same. Either 127 or 1.618 will be the target. So 120, so this fib You draw the fib, and these are the fib here for this one, right? So you see, the 127% is coming here, but it is not matching with anything else. But notice that here, 127 of this big pattern is matching with the 161% of this small pattern. So see, the price is still dropping, continue dropping. So a lot of people will get scared and they say, "Oh my gosh, so much profit, and it might go up, and then we're gonna lose all the profit." That can happen, but the reason that I take most of the time, you see my big trades, is because of the finding the target, the proper target, and holding on to it. Right? If it goes back and hit my SL, I'm sitting on a break-even plus, so who cares, right? Maybe next I'll catch, and I catch those big one all the time. So this could be one of those big ones. Now you see the 127% of this fib and 161% of this fib is right there. Now notice the daily range indicator is telling us something else. A 60-day average range is 115. So that means the top of the day and the lowest point of the day. In between that, the pair average is traveling around 115 pip. Now this is the white dotted line is the daily open. So that's today, 17, right? You can see here if you see 12, 17. Now, if this is 17, then the highest point I see on 17 is this, right? Which is what? The highest is 73, let's say 60, 73. Now, if you add minus the 115 from there, so 100 is, so that would be, no, not 60. What am I? Hold on just a minute. The highest was here 61.20. Sorry, 61.20. I saw the lower 61.20. So we need 115 minus that, right? So make it 115. Well, okay, keep it 61.20. So the take out 100 out of that, so that's 60.20, and take out another 15, so that's 65, right? Means 6005 should be the number taken out 115 from this. So that's the target. That should be the target according to the daily range. Now 6005, right? Notice that this area here and this is 6007 and this 6009. How close is that? Exactly, right? So now three things you have. You have this level, you have this level, you have a daily range telling you that it should be going there according to the highest point to the lowest point for the day. From there, it may retrace within that daily range because the day is just starting, right? So this is how I'm going to wait until, this is why I'm going to wait until, at least getting close to this target, right? Maybe 615, 620, 6020 or 6015, I'll close the trade. But this is how I'm going to catch maybe 80, 85, 90 pip trade, right? Or 100 pip trade out of this 115 pips. So doing this calculation, now, if you don't look at these, all the calculation and all of that, it's just random, it's like ranging, right? It's going up and down and up and down and up. But this is, all this up and down is calculated. And if we can find that calculation and then play accordingly, amazing, all right? So I'm not gonna even bother looking into some weekly chart and then some level here. This is good enough, right? So earlier we had some Aussie news, by the way, and according to that news, whatever I remember is that the unemployment rate went down a little bit, right? So unemployment going down is good for currency. So the Aussie is getting strong. And remember, we had an idea that the Aussie dollar will be going to the upper tier. Remember that? So I don't want to switch the chart and make the video long, but you remember that, right, Joey? And everybody else, all the people that attended the webinar and then watched my recording, so you know what I'm talking about. The Aussie dollar going up, getting strong, and very close to the upper tier. So I think that by the time it reaches to the tier, we may be able to come here, and then that would be one of the good today's trade. All right. So just wanted to make a video out of it and show it to you and everybody else, so that you know. And then this is my order here. This is how I make the entries. Now you know exactly, right? So my live sell order here, SL move to break even. I'm just sitting and watching and then doing something else. But I said, well, it's something good and very interesting that you have a pattern, the bigger pattern, and within that the smaller pattern, and they all doing the same thing. You know, I wanted to teach you all this whole thing, right? So practice this, and out of that, just measure, start measuring, like, you know, see what happened to this, then draw the fib here, see what's happening, right? And you know what it is, you know, 61% back to 78, make Gertley, 78 back to 127, make a butterfly, you know, stuff like that. So remember those diagram and then play with it, and you will find amazing things, I'm telling you. All right. So this is it for now. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful 100 pip in a year. All right. Okay. Let's see if we can get it. All right. And I'm just hoping that you got it, because I told you. All right. So you should have already in the trade. So let's see. All right. So this is it for now. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day. The rest of the day.